Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mercules here today with PlanetDestiny.com. We're going to be bringing you a brief rundown of the two weapons that Lady Ephrodite is selling for this month's Iron Banner. She has the Iron Banner auto rifle, which is called the Unbent Tree. It is a member of the 102 archetype, meaning it is similar to the Doctrine of Passing, the Arminius, the Soul Stealer's Claw. And then she's also selling the shotgun called the Proud Spire, which is part of the low impact archetype. So that means it's similar to something like the Burden of Proof, the Immobius, or the Stolen Will from the Taken Archon Free Strike.
No statue for me, I see.
The statues are for the dead. And I always hoped you were not among them.
Now, as it explains in that cutscene right there, we are no longer talking to Lord Saladin every single week. We are now talking to Lady Ephrodite. It is basically the exact same thing, except for she is located in the Fellwinter's Peak social space. She is no longer in that little back part of the tower. And what that means is when you load into the Fellwinter's Peak social space, you're actually going to be given a quest by Lord Saladin that instructs you to go find her. Now, she's not exactly hard to find. She's over in that side area that you can normally only get to with an Ice and Fire token. That door is actually open because it's Iron Banner, similar to the door in the back of the tower. So all you have to do is run over and say hello to her. When you get there, you're actually going to notice that there are a couple of things that are different about her, the most apparent of which is the way the bounty system works. No longer do you have a few weekly and then a few daily bounties. You now have 4 bounties, each one of which is much longer in duration than the previous bounties, but they reward legendary marks, and they reward a piece of legendary gear, whether it is a weapon or armor piece from the Iron Banner. So those are going to be very, very nice. It's probably going to help a lot with people leveling up, and they don't seem to be anything that's actually too labor intensive. It's more along the lines of just continue playing the Iron Banner for the duration of the week. You'll also remember that the tempered buff is no longer something that is in play, meaning you can play at any point that you want during the week. There's no more saving up for Friday or Monday and turning everything in. It's now play anytime you want during the duration of the week, and you're going to get these same rewards. The Iron Medallions actually give you a lot more experience than they used to towards Iron Banner, so that's going to help. And then that's basically it about the new systems. Moving on to what we actually want to talk about today, which are the weapons. She's going to be selling, again, the auto rifle, the Unbent Tree, and the shotgun, the Proud Spire. About the auto rifle, for those of you who never managed to get a perfectly rolled Doctrine of Passing in year 2, this is probably your chance for redemption, basically. Like almost all the auto rifles in the high rate of fire archetype, it suffers from inherently really bad stability, range, and recoil direction, but then it makes up for it with high aim assist and mag size. And it has one of the fastest body shot times to kill in the game at 1.07 seconds, which is insane. It makes it a very forgiving weapon. As far as perk recommendations go, just like with Doctrine of Passing, if you can get away with using a higher range scope, you absolutely should. In this case, the higher range scope actually gives you more aim assist, and the increased zoom magnification helps to make it so the damage drop-off isn't quite as bad. For the vendor rolls, you're probably going to want to pick Perfect Balance, Lightweight, and Hidden Hand. But if you get a random drop, you can do much better than that. You can go with Braced Frame in column 2 and Counterbalance in column 4, which is going to make it much easier to control. And then Lightweight, Single Point Sling, Quick Draw, any of those things really in column 3 are okay. I'd probably go with Lightweight most of all. Moving on to the shotgun, it is the low impact archetype, which means it starts off with not very good range, basically. And I would hesitate to increase the range on this gun at all. It's not, well, I shouldn't say that, I guess. I would hesitate to treat this gun like a Matador or a Party Crasher or something where you really want to increase the range a lot. I don't think that's going to help this gun. I think you're trying to make up for its weaknesses, and in return, you're only going to get them to be average. I think what you should do instead is play into its strengths. But if you want to increase the range, you're going to go with Linear Comp for the barrel perk, Reinforced or Rifled Barrel in column 2, Rangefinder in column 4, and then either Quick Draw or Snapshot in in column 3. Whichever one you get, it doesn't really particularly matter. That's not make or break. What I think you should do is use it as a run and gun weapon. They're great for putting massive damage onto highly armored targets, be it super guardians or bosses in PvE. You're going to want linear compensator and rifled barrel still in columns 1 and 2, but then in column 3, I think lightweight or single point sling are probably the 2 ultimate perks that you can have. And then in column 4, full auto, battle runner, crowd control, life support. Any one of those is going to help you take down multiple enemies back to back to back, or put a lot of damage into one enemy very quickly, then move on to the next one, maybe keep yourself alive. So that's basically it. The vendor rolls will actually help you if you're looking to max range. It does come with rifled barrel and rangefinder, so there you go. Again, I don't think that's really the way you should use this gun, because you're going to get outshot by basically every high impact shotgun in the game. But if you want to try it, knock yourself out. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you found it enlightening, and if you did, remember to like, favorite, and subscribe for more. Thanks.